Welcome. My name's Kim. I use she, her pronouns. We're going to get started today with a heart-opening sequence, opening through the front body, the back body, creating space to give and receive love, compassion, empathy openly every single day. We need more and more of it at this time and space in life, in this political climate. How can we open ourselves up, lean into vulnerability and love? So, setting our intention for today's class and coming into a child's pose. Knees can come wide, width of the mat, toes together, hips go back to the heels, pressing the forehead into the mat, maybe rocking it side to side, activating through the third eye space, our seat of intuition, of inner wisdom. Taking deep belly breaths and following the breath up the spine, across the shoulders, the upper back. And then gently letting it go. Press into the hands, come into a tabletop. On an inhale, lowering the belly, lifting the gaze. Coming into cow pose. On an exhale, chin comes to chest, navel to spine, cow pose. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, curl and round. 3 more. We'll come to a neutral spine. On an inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle, right arm under left shoulder, back of the hand to the earth, temple to the earth. Making sure our hips are even. Press the back of the right hand down. Maybe walk the left hand to the top of the mat. You can stay here or take a half bind, bringing the back of the left hand to the right outer hip. On our next exhale, if the left hand traveled, bringing it back under the shoulder. Pressing into the palm. On an inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. Exhale, lowering it down. Inhale, left arm rises. Exhale, thread the needle. We'll walk the hand to the top of the mat. Maybe take the half bind if you did so on the first side. On your next exhale, right hand returns down to the earth, left arm up to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, lowering it down. Tucking the toes, send the hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. On an inhale, roll forward to high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, down dog. Roll forward. Down dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend in the knees, inhale, come to stand, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring the hands down beside you. Inhale, reach them up to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back, lower all the way down to the earth. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, child's pose. On an inhale, tuck the toes. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend in the knees, inhale, come to stand, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Hands come beside us. Inhale, reach them up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back, lower all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, child's pose. On an inhale, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend in the knees. Inhale, come to stand, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands come beside us. Inhale, reach them up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back, lower all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, child's pose. On an inhale, we tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bring the right knee to the right elbow. Over to the left elbow, and then back to the right, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, come forward to plank, tap the left elbow. Bring the knee over to the right elbow, back to the left, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, half push-up, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. We'll move through 2 more vinyasa flows. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. One more on your own. On an inhale, reach the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, come forward, high plank, tap the left elbow. Over to the right, over to the left. 3-leg dog, right leg comes up to the sky. Exhale, place the foot outside of the right hand. Lower the left knee, untuck the left toe. Block can come in underneath our left hand. Right hand comes to the thigh. We press the leg away. Coming onto the knife edge of the right foot, gaze over the right shoulder. You can stay here or bend through the left knee, taking the foot or the ankle. If you need to create some more space, adjusting the height of the block, and then bringing it closer to the left thigh. We'll gently release the left foot, right hand comes to the earth. Toe heel the right foot to the center line, and then straighten through the right leg. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits, blocks on either side of the knee. We open across the chest, and then on an exhale, bend through the elbows, bring the heart closer to the thigh. Inhale, lift through the chest, open the heart, exhale, fold. 3 more like that. We hold with the heart close to the thigh. We'll flex the toes closer to us and then point the right toes. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex. Lift the upper body up, move the props out of the way, bend through the right knee. 3-leg dog, reach the right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, stack the hip. You can stay here or flip your dog. Bringing the right arm up behind you, lifting through the hips, and then creating a big circle with the right arm all the way around the room. And as it comes back to the front, flipping back over. Inhale, reach that right leg up. Exhale, lowering it down. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, Vinyasa flow. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, right elbow tap. Bring it over to the left, over to the right. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, left foot outside of the left hand. Lower the right knee. And bring the block underneath the right hand. We press the left thigh away, coming onto the knife's edge of the left foot as we gaze over the left shoulder. And then we can stay here or bend through the right knee, take the ankle, add in our quad stretch. Gently releasing the foot if we have it. We'll bring our hands down to the mat, move our props out of the way, toe heel the left foot to the center line, and then straighten through the left leg, flexing the foot, bringing our blocks on either side of the knee. Opening across the heart, engaging through the upper back, and then bending the elbows, bringing the heart closer to the thigh. Inhale, lift the upper body up. Exhale, roll forward. 3 more, follow your breath. We hold stagnant energy in our hips and in our thighs. And this cuts off the flow to our hearts. So we open into the thighs. Last one here, stay low. To open through the heart, to release, to create that clear channel. Pointing the toes. And then on our inhale, flexing for 3. Point. 2. Point. 1. Pressing into the hands, bending through the knee. Tucking the right toes. Meeting in a 3-leg dog, reaching the left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, stack the hip, flip the dog. And then create a big circle, full circumference of the room with the left hand. As it comes back to the front, flipping back over. And then lowering the left leg down to meet the right. On an inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, Vinyasa flow. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, place the foot between the hands. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Stay for your exhale, deepen the bend in the right knee. Inhale, rise up, warrior 2. Exhale, side angle. Tricep comes inside of the thigh. Right hand comes to the heart. We reach up and over with the left hand. Pressing our tricep into the thigh, peeling the heart open, and then taking a half bind. Back of the hand comes to the right hip. Gently releasing the arms on an inhale, rise up, warrior 2. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, Vinyasa flow. Same thing, left side, inhale, reach the leg up. Exhale, place the foot between the hands. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Stay for your exhale, deep in the bend in the front knee. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Left hand comes to the heart, we reach up and over, big side body stretch with the right arm. And then we take our half bind. Gently releasing the arms on an inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, vinyasa flow. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, flip between the hands. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. First taking our half bind, and then lowering the right arm so the armpit is closer to the thigh, releasing the heart and bringing the right hand underneath the right thigh, maybe taking the left hand. We'll bring our gaze down to our right foot, shift the weight forward, step our left foot up to meet the right, and then our weight comes into our left hand. We come up onto the ball of the right foot. If the hands are gripped tightly, keeping them there, you can grab a strap or something to connect them, maybe a shirt. Weight comes into the left foot. We come to stand on the left leg, bird of paradise. You can stay here, or maybe straighten through the right leg. Gently come back the way we came, bend through the right knee, lower the upper body until the right toes touch the earth. Lower the right heel, weight comes into the right foot. We step our left foot back, bound side angle. Gently release the arms. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Straighten through the right leg. Send the hips back, reach forward with the fingers. Exhale, triangle pose, block on the outside of the right foot. Gently closing the eyes and noticing the heart rate. Slowing the breath down, bringing the nervous system back to a resting state. Gaze comes down to the right foot. We take a bend in that right knee, shift the weight forward with block in hand, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. You can stay here or bend through the left knee, take the ankle, come into Chapasana. Gently release the left foot. We'll all lower that left leg down, warrior two. Take an inhale here. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, easy twist to the right. Left hand inside of right foot, gaze up to the right thumb. And then we'll bring our right hand inside of the right foot. Spin our toes to face the left edge of the mat. Come through a wide leg forward fold and then bend through the left knee. Skandasana to the back of the room. Hands come to heart center. Right toes are up to the sky. And then we lift the hips, lower the right toes, switch sides. Lift the left toes. Lower the toes, switch sides. Two more each side on your own. We'll finish with our right knee bent, plant the hands, spin the toes to face the front of your mat, step your right foot back to meet the left in high plank. Taking an inhale here, exhale, Vinyasa flow. Relaxing through the shoulders, lifting the hips, maybe lowering the heels. And we'll move to the other side. Inhale, reach the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, place the foot between the hands. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. First we reach up and over with our our right hand. And then we take our half bind, back of the right hand to the left hip. And then we lower that shoulder, create some more space with our left arm. Bring the hand under the thigh. And take our bind. Again, grabbing a t-shirt, a strap, anything to make connection. And then our gaze comes down to our left foot. We find some buoyancy, bending through that knee, shift the weight forward. Step the right foot forward. Recommitting to our bind behind the left hip. Weight comes into the right foot. We come onto the ball of the left foot. And then we come to stand, really squeezing those hands together, gripping onto our strap or our shirt. And then coming into our bird of paradise variation, maybe straightening the leg, maybe not. It does not have to look the same as the first side. Honoring where we are on each side. And then we bend the left knee, lower the left foot down. Weight comes into the left foot. We step the right foot back, coming back into our bound side angle. We'll gently release the arms on an inhale, warrior two. Straighten through the left leg, exhale, triangle pose. Block on the outside of the left foot. Gaze up to the sky. Relax through the neck. Maybe the chin comes to the shoulder. And then back up to the sky. Gaze comes down to the left foot. We take a bend in that left knee. Shift the weight forward, come to stand Ardha Chandrasana. Pressing our left hand into the block with flat fingers, engaging through the right foot, gaze comes to the sky. And then if we did so on the first side, bending through the right knee, taking the foot or the ankle, coming into Chapasana, and pressing our hips towards the right side wall. Gently releasing the foot if we have it. We'll lower the right foot down, come into a warrior two, taking a deep inhale here. On our exhale, we cartwheel the hands, easy twist to the left. Right hand comes inside of left foot. And then left hand comes inside of left foot. We spin the toes to face the right edge of the mat. Come through a wide leg forward fold. And then bend the right knee. Left toes come up to the sky. Hands come to heart center. We lift the hips, lower the left toes, and then bend through the left knee, switching sides. Right toes come up to the sky. They lower down, and we switch. Continuing here, a few more. And we'll finish with our left knee bent, plant our hands, spin our toes to the front of the mat. Step our left foot back to meet the right. Take an inhale here. Exhale, Vinyasa flow. We'll walk our feet wide edge of the mat, walk our hands back. Heels in, toes out. We'll bend through the knees, come into a Malasana squat. Hands come to heart center. And then we'll press our hands into the mat, straighten the legs. Spin our toes, front of the mat, and then roll up to stand, one vertebra at a time. On an inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pressing the thumbs into the chest, noticing the heartbeat, maybe closing the eyes. We'll bring our hands to our sides, Samastitihi. On an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. And take opposite elbows. Let the head and neck go. And then we release the hands and walk them forward. Hold in high plank. Bring the right hand to the left shoulder tap, and then lower it. Left hand, right shoulder tap. Continue here, building some heat, trying to keep the hips stable. Five more each side. Last one. Hold. And then slowly lowering all the way down. We'll bring our hands out wide, way outside the mat, coming to tented fingers. On an inhale, lift the chest up, engage through the upper back. On an exhale, lower the right shoulder, gaze over the left. We'll bend the left knee and then roll onto the right hip. And add in a little more rotation. Gaze may come further up to the sky. We'll roll back through center, lower the forehead down, bring the arms in beside us. Maybe rock the hips side to side. And then same thing, other side, arms come out wide. Inhale, come up onto tented fingers. Exhale, lower the left shoulder, gaze over the right. And then we'll bend the right knee and roll the hips. Roll back over. Arms come beside us, forehead to the mat. Rock the hips side to side. We'll bring the hands under the shoulders, press back, come into a child's pose. Knees wide, toes together. We'll press into the hands, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. So on an inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, pigeon pose. Right wrist behind, in front of the knee, ankle behind the left. Squaring the hips, coming up onto tented fingers. Gaze comes to the sky. We engage through the upper back, open across the heart. When the hips give the green light, we walk the hands forward, come into our sleeping pigeon. Beginning to notice the thoughts in our right side. So yoga helps with the process of digestion, both physically and emotionally. And the energy that we hold in our hips and in our lower body can create blocks in this flow of energy. So we witness what the body is holding. We listen to what it is telling us, and we begin this process of digestion. And as we release, as we create more space, our heart feels that space and opens up, allowing more in. Process of opening into our hearts, of receiving love, of being vulnerable, of feeling safe being vulnerable, trusting our own intuition, all starts with this process of digestion. Noticing what's coming up. This right side is associated with our divine masculine. So our sun side, our action side, how we move through the world, how we are perceived, how we perceive ourselves, our place, our attachments, they all are tied to this divine masculine. So noticing any patterns that are coming up in our thoughts and in our memories, noticing the emotions that we feel or that we felt in whatever memory may come up. Connecting these clues to begin the process of digestion. Press into the hands, lift the upper body up, tuck the left toes, right leg comes up to the sky. Bring in a big hip circle, that knee comes up to the right elbow and then back. And then reverse. And then lowering it down. On an inhale, we'll reach our left leg up to the sky. Exhale, pigeon pose. First coming up to tented fingers, letting the hips sink, engaging through the upper back. And then as we're ready, lowering down to the elbows or the earth. And coming into our sleeping pigeon variation. Again, noticing the thoughts and emotions that come up on this left side. Our left side is associated with our divine feminine. This is our shadow self, how we receive, how we connect to ourselves and feel safe in relationships, with our creativity, this softness, this inner self. So again, noticing the thoughts and emotions that come up and looking at them through this frame of the divine feminine. How does this relate to my safety in receiving love? Connecting with our emotions and telling our vessel that we are here with it to feel whatever is ready to be felt. We'll press into the hands, lift the upper body up, and on an exhale, three-leg dog, left leg comes up to the sky. Bend the knees, stack the hip, big hip circle forward for 2, and then backwards for 2. And then we'll lower the left leg down. You can bend and straighten through each leg. And then we'll straighten through both legs as we're ready and move through a Vinyasa flow. Bending the knees, will come into a tabletop. On an inhale, reach the right leg up to the sky. Right arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. Right arm under left shoulder. Noticing the space that we've created. How does this feel compared to the beginning of class? And then we'll walk our right hand or left hand to the top of the mat. Weight comes into the right knee. We straighten through the left leg. I have a wall here, it's very easy. And then maybe we stack the hips. Maybe the left arm comes up to the sky, pressing into the back of the right hand. You can stay here, maybe take a half bind, maybe the gaze comes to the sky. You're very close to the earth. If you fall, just roll. On your next exhale, returning the left hand down, square the hips, lower the left foot. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. Exhale, lower it down. Move through a cat-cow. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, curl and round, chin comes to chest. Come to a neutral spine. Same thing. Inhale, left arm rises. Exhale, thread the needle. Walk our right hand to the top of the mat, pressing into the back of the left hand. Shift the weight into the left knee, straighten through the right leg, coming up hip height, and then stacking the hips. And our right arm comes up to the sky. You can stay here, take a half bind. Gently releasing on an exhale, planting the right hand, squaring the hips, lowering the right knee. On an inhale, left arm comes up to the sky. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lower the belly with the gaze. Exhale, curl and round, chin comes to chest. Neutral spine. We'll swing the feet to one side, come to a seat. Sending our legs out in front of us, flexing the feet. On an inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hinge the body forward, seated forward fold. Hands can come to the shins or the feet. Let the head and neck go, breathing into the back body, the space between the shoulders. an inhale, lift through the body, plant the hands, bend the knees, come all the way down to the back. We'll plant our feet, scooting them close to our glutes, and then press our hands down onto the mat. On an inhale, press hands and feet down to the earth, lift the hips. You can stay here or scoot one tricep under the shoulder and then the other, interlacing the hands behind the low back, and then lifting through the shoulders, making sure our gaze stays to the sky. On your next exhale, gently release the fingers, move the shoulders out of the way, and lower one vertebra at a time until the hips touch the earth. Holding here. We'll press hands and feet into the earth, lift the hips. Slide one shoulder, one arm under the shoulder and then the other, interlace the hands, coming into our second back bend. If wheel is in your practice and you'd like to take it, doing so, and staying there for 3 deep, long breaths. We'll gently release the hands, move the arms up from underneath us and lower our spine down, hips come to the earth, holding in stillness. We'll move through one more back bend, taking whatever variation you'd like. Again, if you're coming into wheel, this time staying for 5 deep breaths. Pressing into hands and feet, inhale, lift the hips. And then we'll interlace the hands underneath us as we scoot our triceps under our shoulders and open across the chest. On your next exhale, releasing the hands, lowering the spine down. We'll windshield wiper the knees side to side once the hips touch the earth. And then bring the soles of the feet together, knees come out wide, both hands come to the heart. Just notice where the body is, how it feels compared to the beginning of class. There's lightness through our heart space. We're clearing out that energy that is no longer serving, assimilating the nutrients and releasing the waste, processing, digesting, creating space for what is next to come in. We'll bring the hands to the outsides of the thighs, gently bring the knees together, and then into the chest, giving ourselves a big squeeze. Gently rock side to side. We'll take the outsides of the feet open into a happy baby. Pressing the tailbone into the earth. And then maybe we rock side to side and straighten through one leg and then the other. Feeling the space. And then we'll gently bring our knees back together, giving ourselves a squeeze, a thank you to this vessel for carrying us through this practice. And I love you for showing up every day to the best of its ability. And then as we're ready, extending the legs long, letting the feet open to the sides. Arms come out beside us. We come into our final resting pose, our Shavasana, staying here as long as we have the time and space to do so. We'll begin wiggling through the fingers and the toes as we deepen the breath. Bend through the elbows, roll through the wrists and the ankles. On an inhale, reach the arms up overhead, and on an exhale, let it go with a sigh. Bend the knees, place the feet on the earth, and then roll to the right side body, coming into a fetal position. Staying there for a few rounds of breath, allowing yourself to be held by the earth, noticing that feeling of unconditional love coming up from the ground beneath you. And then as we're ready, pressing into the hands, lifting the body up, coming into a seat. We'll meet with the hands at heart center. Pressing the thumbs into the chest, taking a slight bow of the head. Thank you for joining today, sharing your breath and your movement, offering up your efforts to ease the suffering of the collective and the suffering within our own vessel. I hope you find peace in whatever the universe brings you. Namaste. Thank you all. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.